Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, or afternoon, or evening, or morning tomorrow, depending upon where in this great, incredible world you might be right now. I'm Chris Sandeman, back again, having a little morning coffee up on top of this East Village rooftop, where it's a little bit windy. But I wanted to take the time quickly to introduce the amazing tours that we have coming up today and tomorrow. 5 live streams are all coming out. So no better way to announce the calendar than to do it live and put it out there for you folks. So cheers, good morning. That last sip was pretty cold because it is 45 degrees today in this sunny New York City, and the wind is howling something blusterily at us, but that's okay because we're going to be getting out of New York. But really quick, just to show you where we are, so you can see up on this rooftop. Now, this is me panning towards the east. Those kind of brick buildings that you see closer up over here are the Jacob Riis houses. Hey, Hale, morning. And behind them, you see some buildings that are taller in the distance. That's actually Brooklyn over there on the other side of the East River. Yeah, cold indeed. And then as we pan around in this direction, we are in Alphabet City, where those avenues, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st become A, B, C, and D. You see the Chrysler building up there with its iconic kind of Art Deco style. Panning around the Empire State Building, of course, another great Art Deco building there in Midtown. You can see in this MetLife building right there. Morning, Ross. Say hi to Nikki for me. Hey, Anita. Good morning. Whoops. Right, so MetLife building there. That's actually right above Grand Central Terminal, and heading up Park Avenue in that direction. And hey, Michaela. Oh man, it's so windy right now. But I'm going to try to give you guys just a quick walk around on my rooftop, and then we'll just announce the different tours that we have going up today. Oh, I'll just turn this gimbal off over here. Oh wow. Hi, Cynthia. Good morning. Good morning. So I'm not really supposed to be up on this rooftop, which is why I'm being super kind of sneaky and quiet about it. But I want to show you guys around really quick as we look down into Tompkins Square Park over here. Whew. There it is. And then New York skyline. Hey, Javi. Buenos dias. Good morning. And you get a little bit of look of what the corner of 7th Street and Avenue B looks like over here. Still early enough here in New York with about 5 degrees centigrade, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. This lady over here tending her rooftop garden as we look down 7th Street. And that's us looking west now. We're looking west, and you can see that iconic, very tall building there in the distance, right here. That is One World Trade, or sometimes known as the Freedom Tower. Not officially, though, unofficially. Yeah, New York is just waking up here. So, woo, it is windy. It's windy enough that it is blowing away my gimbal. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I've hidden my mic in my jacket, so I literally look like some sort of Inspector Clouseau, kind of like, hello, I am protecting my mic from the wind because it is that blustery outside. All right, so for you folks who are watching right now, let me just give you guys a quick overview of what we have coming up this weekend, and then I'll let you go. So hopefully we can see you on some live streams. But in the meantime, I'll give you a little New York overview from the rooftop, and we'll go from there. So first and foremost, we've got Prague. We're back to Prague today with John Paul Franca, and JP is taking us to a place called Vyšehrad, which is actually like the early Prague castle from back in the day. Some magical, mystical stuff that happened there, and that tour is going to be happening at noon on the east coast of the U.S., 9 a.m. If you're on the west coast of the U.S. If you're in Argentina, like Javi, then you're going to be at 1 p.m. If you're over in Scotland, like Ross and Nikki, then you're going to be looking at a 5 p.m. show from Prague. If you're on the continent of Europe, it is at 1800 hours, 6 p.m. So that's going to be a really fun tour and well worth watching. All right, so then after that, we are going back to Edinburgh, which will be awesome. And we're doing another tour with our good friend David Basson, that guide with glasses, if you will, and that's scheduled for 2 p.m. On the east coast of the U.S., 11 a.m. in Los Angeles. It's at 7 p.m. local time in Edinburgh, and then 8 p.m. or 2000 hours on the continent of Europe. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be sort of like a fantastic facts and folk tales tour of Edinburgh, as well as Scotland, of course, because a lot of those legends and stories aren't unique to just one place in Scotland. It's Scottish in general. And then in the evening, we're going back to Singapore with Bernard for the Heartlanders Experience and Hawkers Cultural Center tour. We're also going to go visit a wet market. It's going to be a lot of food-based stuff, food that's already been cooked and food that is in the market and raw. So Bernard's taking us back there, and it should be visually very stimulating. We've worked a lot on his gimbal and phone issues, and we're pretty certain the data and all of that's going to be coming along very well. So that's later today at 8 p.m. if you're on the East Coast. Probably too late if you are in Europe for a lot of folks, although Michaela, you never know when you're awake or asleep, so I imagine you might very happily show up, which was awesome. And if you're in Australia, well, then it's kind of perfect for you, because it's going to be around 9 in the morning for you guys in Sydney. So and then on Sunday we've got 2 tours coming up. One is a Berlin experience, which is going to be kind of a Berlin background tour to some extent. It's going to take us from the early village founded on the Spree in Berlin. Berl meaning swamp, Lin meaning place. Berlin, the place of the swamp, where these Slavic pagans, for all essential purposes, were hiding out. Absolutely, Bernard, happy to shout out to you, brother. But they were hiding out from Christian knights who eventually show up in the 1400s, the Hohenzollerns, and well, how that village on the River Spree ends up becoming the center of a lot of 19th and 20th century history. Berlin tells that story with the iconic Nick Jackson. So Nick is, he's been guiding in Berlin for decades. He's an archaeologist. He's like Action Jackson, Indiana Jackson. He's got a lot of nicknames. So well worth checking that out. And then lastly, you guys asked for it, and we're delivering it on Sunday evening on the East Coast. And then so it's like at 9 p.m. on the East Coast of the U.S., 6 p.m. on Sunday if you're in Los Angeles. We're doing a ramen home taste test. 3 styles of ramen, 2 expert eaters, 1 Japanese home, where the Toyotas, Shohei and Megi, are taking us into their house to show us their kitchen and some local takeout of ramen. Now that Japan is in a state of emergency and things are shut down right there. So they've gotten some local takeout. They're going to do all the finishing touches on it in their kitchen. I'm sure that Shohei will also maybe play us a song. So all worth doing. So what's coming up this weekend, guys, again? Well, today, like I said, we've got Prague, then we've got Edinburgh, and then we're back to Singapore. And then tomorrow, we're going to be in Berlin, and then back to Kyoto. Although not a street tour from Kyoto, it's going to be a home experience as we check out a Japanese apartment and the lovely Toyotas who live there. So any questions, guys, don't hesitate to shout them out in the comment section, either on Facebook or over on YouTube. If you are a fan and a lover of these live streams, please make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already done so. As well as go through and like any of the videos that you like there. That helps a lot. And then lastly, you might notice if you're a YouTube watcher that the comments that you guys make in the live chat, well, they disappear at the end of like that live stream. So you could go back if you have time and then just write a comment inside the YouTube video as we push to get, you know, some more views on these awesome videos that we're putting out. So lots of exciting things. Thank you, Ross, man. Appreciate it. Look at, you got all the flags too. Brother, that is so cool. Ross just texted on, for folks who aren't watching on Facebook right now, Ross put up the Scottish flag, US flag, German flag, Czech flag, Singaporean flag, and Japanese flag. So very, very cool. Looking forward to seeing you guys soon. Starting next weekend, we're looking at live stream road trip again, heading up to Providence and Newport, Rhode Island. Then heading up the coast. Ooh, it's so windy. Can't even tell you guys how windy it is up here right now. Maybe you can hear it and feel it, but I put my gimbal up on this little stand here a second ago, and then the wind gust blew and the thing fell over with my phone on it, and you can just get a sense of like what happens right there. Yeah, not good. Wouldn't have been a good look for the gimbal or the phone. So learned something myself there. Definitely figured out not to do that again. That was close. That's it. You know, you guys know what's coming up. I'm going to see you this weekend. Providence next weekend, as well as we're already scheduled for Barcelona. We're going to be doing Sagrada Familia. What else? We've got another Singapore. Gosh, there's so many live streams coming up. Me in Providence, and then slowly making my way up. By May 23rd, I'll be in Portland, Maine. And between the 8th or the 10th of May through to the 23rd of May, we'll be going up that New England coastline. So Rhode Island, up into Massachusetts, where we'll see Boston, Salem, where the witch trials were, Gloucester, another great port town and fishing village area, or fishing town, fishing city, and then heading our way up into New Hampshire, where we're going to see Portsmouth, New Hampshire, as well as Exeter, New Hampshire, where I went to high school, and then up into Portland, Maine. So a lot of stuff coming up. Thank you guys for your support. It means the world. Subscribe, turn on your bell notifications, share these videos. All of that does an amazing job for you, helping be your microphone, because like, you know, we don't have a huge budget for this stuff, and your, you know, your energy, your passion, your sharing, it helps pour the, you know, the gas that this car needs into the engine to keep it going. So awesome. Well, I will. I was like, Michaela, like my Steam tour? Like, okay, I'm with you, girl. Oh, my dream tour, got it. Bar, see you later on, I hope, guys. First tour coming up today is in just, what do we got? Under 3 hours, 2.5 hours or so, and we're gonna be in Praha Magica, Magic Prague. Actually, we'll be close to Prague, just outside in Vyšehrad, and going and seeing that castle and those ruins with John Paul Franka. So spread the word, check out your favorite tour, and I'll see you guys very soon. See you later. Ciao.